What's going on, everyone? We got a lot to talk about today with Baby Doge. So we got a lot of technicals, technicals for Bitcoin as well. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let's get straight to Baby Doge. So as you can see here, Baby Doge is still trying to work its way up here to 1250. But before we even go over the technicals, look at this. This is a big update. So this was directly from the Baby Doge Twitter. It says yesterday our 3D NFTs went live to be claimed for free by the 2D holders of the NFTs. Now, October 5th, Baby Doge Swap is scheduled to go live, and then shortly after, they will showcase the first Baby Doge game on testnet. So this is like a whole trickle effect of everything. There's so much stuff going on for Baby Doge. So we already got the 3D NFTs out now. Now, on the 5th of October, we're going to have the Baby Doge Swap, and then we're going to have a release for a showcase for the game on the testnet. So a whole Baby Doge game coming up. So there's a lot going on here with Baby Doge. So I'm just really waiting to see what happens after all this. But hey, it's gonna be really good. The fact that we got Baby Doge going crazy right here. I actually like this design a lot too. So hopefully they use these kind of designs for the game. So yeah, the first Baby Doge game is going to be coming out pretty soon. So yeah, everything they said that they're going to be doing inside of the roadmap for Baby Doge is coming out. Because remember what they said in the roadmap. They said there's going to be an arcade. Now look, they're coming out with a game. They said that there was going to be a tracker. They came out with a tracker. They said about the Ethereum bridge, the NFT collections. They've done all of this. And now they're doing more and more. They said the swap. Now Baby Doge swap is coming out. And now we still got the wallet that we got to get. We still got the debit cards that we got to get. And the exchange, the swap pretty much is the exchange. So yeah, we already did that. And we still got the NFT marketplace and the arcades that we got to get. So all we need right now is the Baby Doge wallet, the debit cards, the swap to become live, and the game in the NFT marketplace. And the whole roadmap that they created will be done. And yes, I know it says POMAP 2021. It took a little bit longer than they expected, but still they're getting it out and they're doing everything that they promised the holders. So that's really all we asked for here. And also, if you're not subscribed to my other channel, go ahead and do that. This other channel is just called Marcellus Travels. If you want to do this, I talk about a lot of different cryptos and stuff on here, and about how you can use crypto and passive income in crypto to travel and everything. So yeah, definitely come over here and do that and sign up here and just subscribe for the other channel, and you'll see it on the front of my page for this current channel. All you would do is click on the front of my page for the current channel, and then you'll see this here, Marcellus Travels, and then just go ahead and sub. And I'm going to be putting videos out here daily here. I'm trying to get into the daily habit here. But, hey, I'm almost there in the daily habit. But hey, let's keep going over Baby Doge. Let's talk about some other stuff. So we're getting more and more holders every day. Right now we have 1,618,314 holders. That's a lot of holders. And we're going to keep growing and growing and growing. So if you just look at the beginning of this month, like not even the full beginning, at the 9th of this month, we had 1,613,859 holders. So we're really getting a lot of holders here inside of Baby Doge every single day. So as we keep going, we're going to keep getting a lot of holders. Now, also, you can see we're still doing a lot of burns. So over here, this is the burn wallet. We burned 9.58K worth of USD inside of Baby Doge in the last 24 hours, which comes out to be 8.37 trillion Baby Doge. That's a lot. And also, we got some other stuff over here. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin's been doing some weird numbers. It's been going up, down, up, down, up, down, so volatile within the last 7 days. And really, everything's been really volatile in the last 7 days. It's really trying to make up its mind whether or not it wants to be bullish or bearish. So we're just going to see what happens with the whole overall market. Now, as for Baby Dogecoin, I don't know. I don't necessarily know whether or not Baby Doge is just going to take off right now or just wait, because we got a lot of stuff inside of the market that a lot of people are talking about. As you know, a lot of people are panicking. They're talking about the 24th, the doomsday conspiracy, because of a politician inside of Germany said, part of the members of the parliament in Germany said on the 24th, we're going to have something that everybody in the world is going to remember. And what he really meant to say was the 24th of February. He actually corrected himself, but everyone took this one clip and ran with it. So we're also getting a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt for that. So we're also seeing a lot of people selling out the market because of these theories spreading all over the place. But tomorrow, I don't believe anything's going to happen. It's just another day. And yeah, the 24th of February was actually the day Russia invaded Ukraine and actually, started doing all that stuff. Not the day that they did it, but the day they really started to ramp up over there. So there's a lot of different things that you got to unpack here, whether or not Baby Doge is going to be bullish or bearish. And then you also have to look at the raising interest rates inside the U.S. and all this other stuff, inflation. So it's going to be hard to tell whether or not we're going to pump. But what we do know with the Baby Doge swap coming out, with the game coming out, we do know there's going to be a lot for Baby Doge, and Baby Doge swap on October 15th. So leading up to October 15th, we may have a nice pump that could end up bringing us past that 1250 resistance. So let's talk about what we could have in the immediate time period here. So first things first, we're at 1135, right? Right now, it looks like it's a little bit bullish. So if we look over here at Baby Doge, it definitely looks like the chart's moving more so on the upside. Now, we can go ahead and we can draw all these lines and say, yep, we're going on this direction. And yes, currently we are on an uptrend here in Baby Doge, but this could easily be invalidated right here. And that is indicated by the 1160 area. So let's just say we continue to go on this uptrend, right? Well, 1160 is where our previous resistance was. It really is around 1165. But yeah, 1165 is the last time we hit for the height of Baby Doge. So if we continue on this path here, let's say we pull back down to about 1110, and then we continue on this path and try to get here to 1165. If we cannot pass 1165, then we're going for the next leg down in Baby Doge. So that's pretty much down here where we were before, 10000 all the way down there. So a lot of people don't want to see Baby Doge going down there. First, it'll probably end up stopping at 1100 because we had some support there. And then after 1100, it'll probably end up stopping around the 1000 area. So that's what we're really looking at here with Baby Doge. Now, let's talk about whether or not I believe it's going to actually pass this area and get to the 1250 resistance and then continuing to rise from there. So in order to find that out, you really want to look at the 4-hour chart, because the 4-hour chart, it's more long term. It shows you what's more than likely going to happen. And what's more than likely going to happen here with Baby Doge, we could probably end up seeing us passing this resistance here. Now, there's a lot going on in the market, so all it takes is for one bad thing, like one bad news cycle, to make the FOMO go crazy, or I mean the FUD go crazy, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And the FOMO is fear of missing out. But right now, we're inside of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt phase of the market. So it's going to be pretty easy for us to do a big pullback. But what you got to keep in mind is the 5th when the swap comes out. I feel like a week before the swap comes out, maybe on October 1st, I feel like people are going to start buying in and pumping it up and really hyping it up around that. Right now, people aren't really hyping up the release date of Baby Doge. Let's be honest. I feel like I'm the only one out here talking about it, but a lot of people aren't hyping up this release date on October 5th right now. But I think leading up to that date, a lot more people are going to be talking about it and it's going to show. So that's what I believe personally. Now, over here, you see we do have more selling volume still on the oscillator, but that could easily be reversed. So either way, I think that we're going to have a nice little move up to the upside here, possibly even to 1250. But I think after the Baby Doge swap, that's when the real growth is going to come. So after the Baby Doge swap, I'm really looking towards us getting back up to these 1700, 1600 areas. I know it's a little bit optimistic. Optimistic. A lot of people don't believe it could do that, but I do personally. And the supports still stand like where we are at a few days ago, yesterday, all that good stuff. So I'm not really going to go over the supports, but 9Z7, 9Z9, we have support back there. And I've explained in all my previous videos why it's so significant, because back here we had significant resistance at 9Z7, 9Z9, and significant support at 9Z7, 9Z9. And you can see it time and time again. So we could have the same thing popping up again, since we keep having these same significant supports and resistance. And that's why I see those as our supports and resistance. But anyways, what we're seeing as our high side resistance is still 1225 or 1250. We're still at that 1250 resistance, trying to get past that. And our immediate resistance, we're still trying to get past this 1150 area, really 1165. We're trying to get past it. And when we do, I will definitely let you all know. But Bitcoin, this is the one that's really controlling everything. It's controlling the whole market. So Bitcoin is showing that we are coming off of an oversold area here on Bitcoin. We were oversold. All this was all overbought. So you can see here on the oscillator, it says OB, that means overbought, and then OS, that's oversold. We're now at the peak of our oversold area. And after the peak, typically you can expect it to continue to go down a little bit because it starts to go up here on the oscillator. It starts to go up, but they're still selling until it hits this line right here. Then when it finally passes this line, then it becomes bullish. So what we're really expecting, and this is pure speculation, I guess, if you want to say that, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but what you could expect here for Bitcoin, look right here how it says high activity and low activity. So first of all, it said low activity here when we had a green bar. So there was low buying activity, and then a red bar formed, which means high selling activity. So red area is supply and demand of less demand, green area is more demand. Right now we have less demand. So now we're having high selling activity. That's probably going to end up bringing us down here to the support at about 18.8K. So we can see that, or we could see 18.7. And to be specific, 18,840 inside of Bitcoin, or for the lower side, 18,778 inside of Bitcoin. And then we'll have high activity right here and then moderate activity. So what you'll probably end up seeing is it bouncing off of the support, going up moderately, and then going back down and possibly breaking this to this low activity area. Now, if we continue to break down to a low activity area, we're going to have to look at the 15-minute chart for this one. So first of all, it says that we are overbought. All of this was buying pressure, way overbought. All of that buying pressure. It's still the same thing. We're still pulling back here to the support around 18.8K, where we will have some high activity. It will probably try to get us to buy all the way up here till it hits that low activity area, and then back down to that prior support like we were talking about in the previous one of 18.6K. So we're probably going to end up seeing something like that in the Bitcoin, and eventually getting back down to that 18.2K support. Now, if we were to become bullish here inside of Bitcoin, we could quite possibly hit that 18.8K and then rise up to the next area inside of Bitcoin, which has us all the way up here at this next red bar. And that red bar is pretty much our supply and demand of less demand. It's our resistance. 21 or 20.1K is really what that is. I don't expect a bullish crypto market right now. I'm really expecting everything to continue to drop. So I'm not even looking at the upside. If you're wondering why I'm showing the bullish possibilities, it could be bullish, but it's not probable. Possible, but not probable. But anyways, the 4-hour chart that you can see over here is showing us that we are bouncing off of this support about 18.4K, and still same support lines, lower side of 18K. We're having some buying pressure here on the oscillator, but it's not enough to keep this up. It's not enough to bring us back up to 20.7K. So I think that we're probably going to end up getting rejected again at this red line. And let me go ahead and move this over so you can see the red line I'm talking about. This red line right here is pretty much 19.5K. I don't think we're going to get anywhere far above 19.5K anytime soon. And also, this drop was so heavy for Bitcoin. I think that we're probably going to take another steep dive downwards, just like that one. And if that happens, then we want to start looking at the 1-week chart. We want to start looking at our lower support levels. So this area is high activity expected. It could be high buying, it could be high selling. Right now, it's looking like high selling, and you can see high activity is looking like some high selling activity. But hypothetically speaking, if it were high buying activity, it would then bring us up to our lowest activity area, which is 45K. That's where we have some low activity at, because that's when people, the institutional investors, are looking like, it's not going to keep pumping. But look, if we were to pump, this is hypothetical. If we were to pump, you can look over here at our oscillator. It's saying oversold here, and then it's showing over here we have some more selling, but the selling's slowing down, which is why it says bull, because the selling's slowing down, and it's showing some buying is probably going to start coming in. But we're probably going to end up seeing some more pain before we get some buying. That's why I'm talking about this, because I think 11,000 is probably going to be that bottom for support for Bitcoin. Now, 11,000, 10,000, whatever you want to say, either way, $10,000 bottom here for Bitcoin. And that's really what I'm thinking. I'm really expecting a pullback to $10,000. A lot of people don't like this. This is a very unpopular opinion, but I think it's going to pull back here to 10,000. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, no, it's financial advice, but let's talk about why I believe that. First of all, 24-hour market control shows we are bullish by 80%. This is for the 4-hour chart. Yet we see no kind of bullish movements, but we do see a bullish rally forming. So this bullish rally, like I said, it could form up, and we could probably end up going a little bit higher, possibly even getting stopped around 21K, 24K, but it's not going to be far lived. It's definitely going to get rejected. And then high activity is going to be showing high selling activity. And that's going to be what brings us down here first. It'll probably end up hitting 14K. That's where the next resistance is after we start to go down. We have that 16K to 14K resistance, or I mean support. That's where we're going to hit for our next support, 16K to 14K. And then after that, I'm expecting it to probably do a little bit of a rally back up to 19K, a little false breakout, and then back down to about 16K, breaking that, and eventually getting back down here to about 11 to 10K. And that's what I'm looking for. But see, when we hit 11 to 10K, notice it has a huge green area, supply and demand, more demand. There's so much demand at that area. You can even look back here. The second we get to that area, I even drew it back here the last video. We start pumping straight out the second we get to that area back here. The second we get up to like 10K, 11K, we always have that huge immediate breakout. And that's exactly what happened back inside leading from 2020 to 2021. We had that huge breakout. And now you're kind of seeing the same things kind of forming up. Now we're having a huge pullback, right? We've been pulling back this whole entire time, this huge pullback in Bitcoin the whole entire time. And now that you're seeing that huge pullback, you're probably going to end up seeing that support being hit and then met, and then boom, we're probably going to take off from there. I don't know if it's going to go straight up from there. I don't know if it's going to trade sideways. It could probably trade sideways for a while, but I'm really predicting 11 to 10K as like the bottom for Bitcoin and then trading sideways possibly. But then see the second we start to pump and then we get past 20K, there's high activity. So when it gets past 20K, that's when you see that high buying activity coming in to that 45K area. That's where this area comes into play. That's where that moderate and low activity comes into play, because there's moderate to low activity, because that's going to be our major resistance. Once we get past that 45K hurdle, then you'll eventually end up seeing Bitcoin rising back up to all-time highs. And that's going to take a very long time. It could take a year, it could take 2 years, it could take a month, could take 2 months. All we know is that 14K support, 11 to 10K, more support from there, sideways trading movement until we get that bullish breakout leading to 20K. If we get past 20K, then we're good for the bullish breakout. If we get past 45K, then we're good for all-time highs. And that's pretty much the breakdown here. So yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the YouTube channel out immensely for the YouTube algorithm. And also, this is a very new camera. So yeah, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. All this helps with the channel growth, and I will continue to make the quality of these videos better and of the streams better. So yeah, hit the like button and subscribe. Not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.